Okay. It is 5 a.m. I need to go to bed, but I needed to make a Big Brother video for y'all because it's our first night of feeds. Yay! Um, okay, so some interesting things that I did not expect have transpired, but that's always the case with Big Brother, so that shouldn't be a shocker. I'm using this picture because I think it's funny. I think it's so funny. But okay, so one thing I want to tell y'all is I think I've told you my Twitter handle is the same as my handle on here, at Legal Sojourner. I tweeted about what I discovered last night, since it's now 5 a.m., which is that Quinn was actually in a Twitter space that I did with Charlie from Survivor 46, and he asked a question. I do not recollect that at all, but I tweeted the space and talked about it. So if you want to listen to Quinn ask his question, which I don't even know what it was, feel free to follow me on Twitter and find that tweet, and you can listen to the space and hear Quinn. Okay, so, which is like so super cool. And what has been, people have been saying is that Quinn is one of us, meaning he's a BB live feeder, he's part of BB Twitter. Apparently he was an AmeriCorey, which I'm kind of like, but sorry to y'all that are AmeriCorys, that's not my ministry at all. So yeah, like people are really excited about him being on the show because he's one of us. So we'll see what Quinn does. Quinn said that he likes T'Kor, so that is a point in his favor. But okay, so Angela won HOH, which woo for the over 40s. I'm excited about that. And it is so fucking frustrating that they've been in this house for 3 fucking days and we just now got feeds, because like we don't know why certain people are aligned with certain people. Side note, I did peep that Chelsea, T'Kor, and Cedric are all sleeping in the same room. And that is so funny to me because I would never do that. At most, I'm sleeping in the room with one other black person. But I really like Cedric, and I know that people were worried about, what was going to happen with Cedric and Chelsea. Basically having their games taken away from them because they couldn't play in the HOH, can't play in veto, can't vote. And so they have no power in the game at all. And I think some people were saying that they didn't think Chelsea was going to handle it well. But we did think that Cedric would handle it well. And it seems like he has been handling it very well. It seems like he has an ease with people. It seems like a lot of people like him. I don't do winners picks, but the way that it's going right now, I feel like it's possible Cedric could win this game because he is, the way that in the conversations that I've seen him have with Joseph, he's talking about strategy. He's talking about, what we want to do down the line. He sounds really smart. So I am really enjoying what I'm seeing and hearing from him. So Angela won HOH and decided to put together a 9, yes, you heard me correctly, 9-person group. That's way too many, but okay, girl, sure. So I wrote down who's in the group. So you have Angela and Brooklyn, which Angela and Brooklyn seem to be very close, which makes sense. They're both older, they're both moms, they're both married. I get it. So Brooklyn, Angela, Cam, Chelsea, Leah, Quinn, Cedric, Joseph, and Rubina are in her group of 9. And I think Cam was brought in first, and then she decided to bring in Cedric later because apparently Cam and Cedric are very close. which I love. Um, she's got 3 black people in her group, so she's got that going for her. She's got Rubina. Um, I wonder if people in the house know what Brooklyn's background is. Because I was looking at her just now with no makeup on, and her skin is extremely light. So I wonder if they know what her ethnic background is, or if they just think she's white. Because when I first saw her, I thought she was white. So, oh, and for those of you, if you don't know what I'm talking about, uh, Brooklyn's mother is native, and her father is, the way that she said it is, I think she said British, Irish, and black. So I'm assuming that her father is biracial, but she explained it that way. So you have Brooklyn, who is a quarter black and half native. So, which, I mean, I would just consider her to be native or native and black, however she wants to. I don't know how she identifies, but that's what I would consider her to be. Um, so then apparently there's like another group of 5 that is, they call Mackenzie MJ. So MJ, Leah, Quinn, Chelsea, and Matt is a group of 5. And they said their name, but it's like initials. So I couldn't tell what the initials were, so I don't know what it is. But so I don't know where Leah was. I don't know if she was in the diary room. I don't know what was going on. But so Mackenzie, MJ, was in the bathroom, like freaking out and kind of spiraling, talking to Chelsea because she feels like she said something to Angela that Angela didn't like, or that Leah said something to Angela about MJ that Angela didn't like, because she feels like Angela is treating her differently now. And so now she's really worried that she's going to go on the block. And then I think I saw something about on Twitter about that she might get backdoored. So the potential nominees are Kenny, because apparently when Angela had her talks with people, she asked if they would throw out a name of one person they would nominate if they were HOH. And apparently a lot of people threw out Kenny's name. So the nominees are possibly Kenny and Lisa, because apparently Angela hates Lisa, which is hilarious to me, because Lisa, from what I saw on the feeds, mostly talks about food, which would get very annoying to me very quickly. And apparently she was telling people what to eat, which is annoying them. So I can see why Angela doesn't like Lisa. And I kind of felt like Lisa came off kind of weird to me in her interviews. So I'm not surprised that she could potentially be one of the first people on the block. So those are the potential nominees. And then Kimo's name was apparently thrown around as a pawn. Angela, if you put Kimo on the block and Kimo goes home, I'm done with you. I'm just putting it out there right now. Kimo and T'Kor are my 2 favorites in the house, with Cam and Cedric being close second. If he, and I also like Matt, even though Matt is a himbo. But if Kimo goes home week 1, I will never forgive you, Angela. I know you can't hear this because you're in the house, but I'm just putting it out there. But yeah. So it's interesting because Leah is actually kind of fulfilling the role in the house that I thought Mackenzie would fulfill, which it's like, I'm the pretty girl. It seems like lots of people like Leah. She's apparently in 2 alliances already, which she's playing very well. And of course her old tweets are going around, and they're very she's like, I support Black Lives Matter. I've lost followers because of it. I don't care. Like, she came across as very woke, and these are tweets from 2016. So I'm kind of like a Leah stan now, but we'll see what happens.